ABCs of simple scrapbooking, I'm going to share with you how mini books completely changed how I feel about scrapbooking. It was about 2 years ago when I started making mini books and getting into paper scrapbooking. Before that, I'd been mostly a digital scrapbooker. I'd done some paper way back in the day, but at that point I'd been digital scrapbooking for a couple years, and I was kind of getting into a rut. I was starting to get bored with it. I was making lots of layouts, and I was enjoying the process, but it wasn't exciting for me anymore. And then came this little book. It's not particularly trendy. It's not even that great and exciting, but it holds all of my memories from college, kind of the Cliff Notes version of what happened to me in the 4 years that I was in college. And putting together this book completely changed how I felt about scrapbooking and the types of scrapbooking that I wanted to do. I realized that by taking the time to really spend time with my photos and to get my fingers dirty with adhesive and to spend time with scissors and just starting to figure out what it was about to do paper scrapbooking, I got excited again. I started to just really enjoy the idea of being creative and putting my time and my heart and more art into my scrapbooking. And as you can see, it's a super simple album. I chose one pattern paper to go throughout the entire album. I just cut little pieces of it, and I hand wrote the journaling, and it was even bound with just some simple craft ribbon that I had from a couple years ago. So the thing with mini books is it can be intimidating if you've not done them before. So in this next segment, I will share with you 3 tips for keeping it simple and keeping it easy and keeping it stress-free. So tip number 1 is about your handwriting. If you're like me, you don't always like your handwriting and how it looks, and sometimes you mess up and maybe that's embarrassing, or you just want things to be a little cleaner or neater. And so in this mini book, this is my first try at doing hybrid. And hybrid scrapbooking, where you combine printed out photos, maybe a few embellishments, but computer printed journaling is a great way to kind of compromise and allow you to kind of keep some of that perfectionism, but still get to play with the fun stuff. Tip number 2 is for those of you who don't want to spend a lot of time with embellishments and tangible supplies and don't really want to get your fingers dirty. Maybe it excites you for a few minutes and you can tolerate just a little bit, but really you just prefer to be on the computer. So this is a mini book that I created where most of the work was done on the cover. I used a rub-on here in the corner and letter stickers here and some washi tape. It took maybe 10 minutes to put this cover together, and that was the bulk of the true scrapbooking that I did here. The inside is photos from a certain period in my life, and then I just added a few little labels, and you could even do these on the computer with some digital supplies as well. So it was more like just a photo book in this page protector brag book album, and it makes it super simple for those of you who don't really ever want to get crafty. Our third tip for making mini books simple and stress-free is to make mini books with friends. This is my 2011 December daily project. It's so thick, I'm not sure you can even call it mini anymore, but it is compact in a 6x6 size. And participating in the December Daily Project with Ali Edwards and the legions of loyal fans out there who also made December Daily albums gave me a lot of momentum to keep going, to get inspired by others, and to share my own ideas, and to really make it just a fun kind of collaborative experiment. When I started making mini books, you can say I found my mojo again. I started to get really excited and just wildly enthusiastic about scrapbooking again, both digital and paper. I started making more mini books, like this one I'm taking to Michigan next week for our vacation. And I just found that creating these, these portable packages that allow you to experiment with different techniques like punching and combine fun pattern papers and use your tools and just kind of play allowed me to really kind of release some of that creativity, and it spread to my other projects as well. I think one of the best parts I like about mini books is the ability to have them in a not only compact size but a compact time, so that it has a start and an end. It's a specific project that's doable and that you can feel satisfied and excited about and say, I did that. And that's why I love mini books. The ABCs of Simple Scrapbooking is brought to you by Simple Scrapper, where you can find solutions for stress-free memory keeping. Visit us at simplescrapper.com and sign up for email updates where you can get a free gift.